Hello. Thought to come to live. Haven't been so long time apparently doing lives. I thought to read some comments and answers, and if you have some questions you can write them to the chat. Yeah, I'm checking the old comments. So someone asked today, dear Ere, how do you personally deal with psychical suffering? And the answer was, honestly, here is no one left who could deal with anything. It can be incomprehensible when there is this sense of being someone. It feels that it is responsible for everything that happens with me, around me, and that it have to deal with it, it have to fix it, work it out. But that is a total illusion. Hi Aditya. There is no one in charge, in position, no one responsible. There's just what is. And what is can be also dealing with psychical suffering, pain, health problems. Just there is no one doing it. It's empty. It's just what happens, apparently, like everything. There can be pain, psychical suffering, health problems, just no one having this. There is no owner. Whatever is arising is what is. And it's not the denial. The one who could deny anything is no more. So it's also not accepting. There's no one who could accept. There's simply no separation, just what is. So in a story there can happen accepting, surrendering, whatever, physical pain. It's just what is. There's no one who can surrender to this or accept this. But accepting can happen, doing can happen, dealing with psychical suffering can happen. It's just what is. There is no one who is doing it. No one, no doer, no one in charge. Aditya is writing, I was watching Eckhart Tolle's Sir's video and your notification came and came here. Okay, very lovely. So I saw one day that Mr. Tolla have more than 1 million subscribers. Era has a little bit less. And this message which is shared here is so unpopular, and it will never get popular because no one wants to hear this, that there is no one and you can't do anything because there is no one. The me, the seeking energy, always wants something to do, to I don't know, to be an observer or do awareness stuff. Yeah, it is a doer, and doer is illusion, and this doer likes to get suggestions, directions, to maintain this illusion of being someone real, moving somewhere closer to something, whichever is seeked, the happiness, the end of suffering, enlightenment, whatever. It's always somewhere there, like the carrot in front of donkey head, always somewhere there, but never reachable. Because there is no there is no separation to come together, to overcome. This is already fullness. There is no one separate from the full to become full. This is dream of separation, and there's nothing wrong with the dream. This one doesn't teach anything or anyone to do something else or be somehow differently, or this is just expression of this natural reality, which is not two, non-duality. And duality is illusion, is just this display, this appearance. And when there is this sense of being someone, it feels absolutely real, exactly as nighttime dream. I always already often bring this analogy because it's, I think, easy to relate with. Because in a nighttime dream, you thinking that it's all happening, and body doesn't know that it's a dream. Body is sweating and maybe breathing heavily, and the same thing is this daydream of separation. It feels real, but it's still a dream, and from that dream, no one wakes up. So this is a hopeless message. It doesn't give any hopes or any suggestions to you because it doesn't see you. It doesn't see anyone anywhere. So you can't wake up, because from this dream of separation, there is no one who woke up, no one who got liberated, no person left. This is the end of you, the end of me, the end of separation. And no me wants this. Me wants to survive, of course. But really lovely that you changed the channel. I said to someone or somewhere that run away where there is giving suggestions, when there is like moving back and forth radical non-duality and then teachings, then move away as soon as they start to speak with someone and giving suggestions, because this is just reinforcing the stream of separation, reinforcing this or maintaining this dream that I am someone and I can do something. And that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. There is nothing wrong with it. And there is no one who can choose to listen teachings, to go to the satsangs, to do all this, whatever they are seemingly doing, or listening this unpopular radical non-duality message. I'm checking some. Hi Alexis, so nice to see you. Yesterday I was opening the YouTube and Alexis was doing some hybrid meeting, and it was so lovely to see you, Alexis. Hey Victor, this seems to happen looking at you. What do you see? I see you, even there is not anyone. It seems wonderful happening, this writing, seeing, experience, this clear vision. Beautiful. Yeah, there seems to be appearances, faces, people, cats, but it's all empty, beautifully empty, and so full also. But it's nothing smiling, nothing speaking, nothing listening. Who cares if you are there on the screen? Absolutely, no one cares. And if caring happens, then caring happens. It's empty too. No choice to care or not to care. So, yeah, in a story of me, who is constantly worried how it's living, constantly responsible, and can feel so bad if there is situation where there should caring arise arising, but it doesn't, and then it can blame itself like, oh, I'm bad in some ways, but there is no one caring or not caring. It's just what is also. Pam Sands kirjutas, writes, I was saying in Estonia, no one knows this, that there is nothing needed. This teaching is like any other idea or teaching that says everything is real. We simply believe what is believed, real, unreal. Who actually knows? Of course, this can't be known. And this isn't the teaching because there is no teacher, there is no student, there is no hierarchy, there is no one higher, no one lower. Whoever teaches something that he or she seemingly got is a dream, is a duality, dream of separation. As I said, from this dream no one wakes up and nowhere dies. There's no nowhere. Nowhere is illusion. And as I said, this isn't the teaching. Maturity is to know that nothing can be done, said by Osho. Yeah, so if it helps in a dream, this kind of knowing that nothing can be done, but of course no one can know this. This is unknown, appearing as empty knowing, which is always unknown. Yeah, and nothing can be done in that sense that there is no doer. Doing still happens apparently, just without anyone doing anything. What in God's name are you talking about? What in God's name? There's no God. God is dream of separation. Belief is dream of separation. When this dream of separation collapses, there is no believer. There's no God. There's no source. There's no self. There's no you, me, I. That's the dream, apparently. And of course, when the dream or this illusion collapses, it's also, there is no dream. There is no illusion. It means it's not real. So illusion will, this sense of being someone, this illusion will never figure it out that it doesn't exist. So no one can work this out or get this. The one who wants to get this, tries to understand this, is illusion, is not existing. There is no separate entity, autonomous entity inside the body, doing the choices, moving the head and the hand, going to sleep, waking up, eating, peeing and pooing. It's just inging and no one's doing anything. Doer is a dream. Can you be still at this moment? I love to see you, your cat, super cat, carpet cat. Talking with each other seems also illusion too. Yes, there is no others, but talking still happens. Yeah, there is no one inside the body doing the talking. Talking is happening, exactly as the thinking. There is no one thinking. Thinker is illusion. Like someone have said something similar, or I have read it, but I don't remember who. If you are the thinker, then tell me what is your next thought. How you can be thinker when you don't know what is the next thought. Or think about your oldest thought. It will be the newest thought. It's always what is timeless appearance, boundless aliveness, non-separateness, wholeness, nameless. Of course, it doesn't have any names. This word, this, is very neutral. Unconditional love. For some, they doesn't like this word because they have too much concept about what unconditional love is. But I'm not talking about concept when I'm talking about love or unconditional love. Has the self or sense of person contraction come back, even transiently? I don't know this word. I translate it. Okay, so once this illusion collapses, apparently, only apparently, nothing really collapses, nothing really dies. There is nothing to die. When this illusion of being someone evaporates, collapses apparently, then it's seen by no one that there never was anyone. Not here, not there, anywhere. That's why this one can't teach anyone, because it doesn't see anyone. It can't start teaching how to surrender whatever Ere seemingly was doing prior to this apparent death. With lots of bodies, what seems to happen is they have got glimpse or yeah, this kind of experience, and then they start to teach how to become no one, but there is no one to teach. So when this sense of being someone falls away, then yeah, it's like Santa Claus. Once it's clear that Santa Claus is not real, wasn't really bringing the gifts and so on, it doesn't change back to real, or it's not believed anymore. Yeah, similarly, because when it's seen there never was anyone, then what can come back? Because it even didn't stop happening, because it wasn't even happening. And to put it into the words, somehow trying to explain so that you can understand is very, very difficult. I think the mind can't comprehend this. Yeah, and of course, you will never understand this, you will never grasp this. It's totally hopeless for the person, for the individual, which is a dream. Dream can't figure it out that it's a dream. But it can happen that dream is no more, and with that also no dreamer. And then it's seen there never was a dreamer, there never was me. Is it possible to maintain this mode, nothingness, all the time and still function normally from your experience? That's not a state. That's effortless aliveness, what is already happening with no one. So no one needs to maintain or do with this anything. It is already naturally appearing, naturally happening, occurring, so to speak, unraveling. So it's not a practice or method, nothing to maintain, nothing to work with. It's effortless. But as long as there is this someone being someone, there is always work to do, something to achieve, and to maintain this, I don't know, blissful state or neutral state or nothingness state, whatever. It's constant work and effort. So it's very tiring, apparently, to be me, to be someone, and yeah, to be somehow according to ideas, what it should be. But this is everything. This is actually absolutely wildly and free, raw everythingness, and no one dealing with this, no one maintaining this, no one living this, so to speak. It's not a lifestyle, it's not the experience. So in a story of Ere, last thing that didn't want to go, so to speak, or was holding on, was experiencer, to have experiences. Because when this illusion drops, so to speak, there is no experiencer, so no one experiencing non-dual life. There is only non-duality, and no one separate, maintaining or doing anything with it. Love makes this talking happening. Yeah, it's all love. Love speaking, love silencing, love singing. What is the feeling of unconditional love? I would say then every feeling is unconditional love. It's not the feeling, it's not the state. It is absolutely everything, whatever is arising, whatever you can imagine, the worst things, the most beautiful things, and everything between. Like, it's not choosing any particular color from the rainbow, it's all the colors of the rainbow. And that's the freedom, that's the liberation for no one. Unconditionally, this is already unconditional freedom. Only freedom for no one. So is there more peace, less conflict or stress with other apparent bodies? Can be not, who knows? Everything is what is. There is no one peaceful inside or angry inside. There's just peacefulness or angriness or tiredness or sleepiness or happiness or sadness. Whatever, impersonal. So this doesn't have to be anyways, and it is at the same time always all different ways. I don't know how it was translated correctly. This seeing makes me give the illusion of seeing myself in the mirror beyond the person I seems to be in daily life at this moment. Thank you for this possibility to be in direct contact. You are welcome, Victor. Nice to see you here. Bye-bye. Does the dream collapse at once and for all, or does it happen gradually? It's so different, can't say. Here it was gradual. It wasn't noticed, it wasn't recognized. like suddenly, and it was clear or obvious from one point, so to speak. And then it was seen that there wasn't already a couple of months no sense of being someone. But when it wasn't no more, there wasn't anyone who could recognize this. So the only recognition what can happen or realization is that there is no one who can realize this. So it's not even the realization. But yeah. So if there is wanting to realize this, wanting to see this, then it just maintains the dream of that wanderer, doer, seeker. It wants to be there. Where is this so-called liberation, freedom, wholeness, what they are talking about? So yeah, so it can safely stay in the dream, because you will never see this, you will never get this, you will never get free. You already are, and there is no you. Say something about aloneness, please. I don't know what to talk about aloneness. I check some comments. I'm reading this. So I'm reading this from last video. Maybe you have already read this, but I'm reading and then adding some comments. So someone wrote, I don't understand anything about radical non-duality. I started 15 years with Tony Parsons before all his non-dual teaching children were born. I am still the same. I can't seem to see that I don't exist, and that there is no one seeking, and that being an I is also foul. I feel incomplete now. I am wasting my time on this planet of Earth. Nothing can give me joy or fullness. I miss something. Constantly having to come back to Dzogchen, Buddhism, Zen, and non-duality videos on YouTube. And then my head knots itself into a knot, and my brain tries to understand it, that I am not in here. But I am here, behind my eyes, in a head, inside a body. Ah, tomorrow I will seek again, I know it. And my response was, oh, quite long. I will read it and adding some comments, and then I'll check what you are writing there in live. Yes, you will never see that you don't exist. You would need to exist for that, to see that you don't exist. See? It's impossible. It will never happen. As long as there is want, it can stay safely in separation to survive. Apparently, no one's doing it. It's just what's happening. It's absolutely perfect, as everything. It's unconditional love. But that want may be not there one day, and all what's left is this, everything and nothing, and no share, no seeker, no sufferer, no separation. That's something that doesn't happen. That is something that doesn't happen with you or because of you. It happens apparently regardless of you, regardless if you want it or not. And by the way, you don't want this, because this is the end of you. All you want is better experience for me. But then there's no one, no experiencer. But me is experiencer, apparently, and wants to experience. It wants to exist, not to die. So you actually really doesn't want this. It's not for you, because there isn't one. Radical non-duality isn't a teaching, practice, religion, method, lifestyle, or philosophy. So there is no lineage and there's no teaching. This doesn't come from anywhere, not from Tony or whoever. There is no Tony or no Ere. So that most or all other non-duality teachings are that they say there is no separation, and then they teach you how to become one. Well, run away from this. They just reinforce the dream that there is someone who can become no one, because there is already no one to teach. And as far as Ere seems to see, there isn't anything out there like this so-called radical non-duality that doesn't feed this illusion of being someone separate. But sure, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes this dream seemingly more comfortable, even if it's listening Zen, etc. As there is already no one doing decisions to listen this or that. There's no free will, no one to have it. It's just what happens apparently. Like writing comment to a video, happening totally by itself. No writer, thinker, person. Person will always and constantly miss something. It's never-ending lack that can't be filled. There seems to be only temporary solutions, temporary relief, until it's not again enough. Experiencer wants more, wants better. Will never be satisfied with just this. Its never-ending search, looping itself, seeking to maintain this dream of separation, that there is something to get, something to become, something to achieve. But as there is nothing to get, it keeps on searching, so it goes back and forth between non-duality teachings where it can get something, something to do, to observe or to practice awareness, etc. But as nothing really works, it finds itself back in radical non-duality, where is nothing to get. And if there's still much seeking energy left, so to speak, it goes back and forth apparently, exhausting itself apparently. No one doing it, just what seems to be happening. There's no time to waste, and all what illusion can imagine is that time is real, and I have wasted so much time. Story of me, poor me, victim me. The joke is, there is no me. To be poor, or rich, or victim, or sufferer. But it's not a joke for me. When it appears there as real felt sense, then it feels real. I am really here, suffering. I am wasting my time. I can't see that I don't exist. Yes, you never will. It can be only seen when there's no seer left. There can be sense of loneliness as anything can happen, of course. There's just no one who needs to deal with it or do with it something or figure it out how to change it, or knowing that this is good or this is bad. What about the fear of awakening when you are still in the process of awakening, the fear of being nothing to the person? Oh, that's cool question. Here, fear was arising also. Fear of unknown, because this is unknown. But the illusion is, I am. I know, therefore I am. But that's the dream. The knower is a dreamer, is a dream. So yeah, this so-called awakening, or dying can be frightening, but then it's also just what is. You can't do anything. Here it was like some doomsday coming. like walking to my own funerals, like some intuitive knowing that this is the end, but this didn't know what does it mean and how life goes after, when there is no me who is taking care of life, who is doing the choices, who will have the motivation or goals, who is working then, who is taking care of children or house or whatever. Lots of fears can arise, can come up, like it seems to be like last attempts to hold on of this dream of being someone, the knower. Because it fears this unknown, which is also the death, is unknown and is feared. And it's coming from this illusion of there being a time and there being someone real who is moving through time and space, and somewhere in their future something will happen called awakening or death or whatever, but there is no future. So when this sense of being someone collapses, then time believes everything flews out from the window. And whatever made this dreamer called Ere real, all these thoughts, beliefs, conditionings, whatever, started to fall off in this so-called process. But of course, so-called process is just a dream. There is no process, there is no time, there is no movement. This is already done. There is already no one who can awaken, who can die, who can get liberated, and so on. So yeah, the fear is also just what is. Yeah. And you can't do nothing when the fear is arising. Then it's empty. It's just what's happening. Why is this happening? There is no answer, no answers at all, especially to why. There is absolutely no reason for this, no meaning, no purpose. And that can sound devastating for the sense of being someone, this separate experiencer. Because in the story I have shared it also, how Ere died, so to speak. She was looking at life meaning and my life purpose, and seemingly found it, and then everything collapsed to the nothingness, so to speak. And no one could do anything to not to die, so to speak, because there is no doer, no chooser. So there is no reason, absolutely no meaning, because this is a dream of separation. Something to have a meaning or purpose is coming from separation from that dream. Someone wrote, I am unborn. I am is a dream of duality. I am unborn. I am God. I am consciousness. I am. There's no I to be. I am not would be only way to use words like I am. There's no place for I. I is a dream of duality. So very often what happens is this the seeker wants to be someone, it wants to remain. So it wants to become know me or God, I am the consciousness. So it can secretly stay alive, so to speak. The dream can go on, but there is no I am, no I to be full, complete, enlightened, liberated, no I at all, and never was. So yeah, I am unborn is also okay. But yeah, if someone who wrote this is also drawn to the non-duality teachings different, then here it is sensed by this 3 words, I am unborn, is sensed that there is still someone who thinks that it is unborn or God or consciousness or whatever. Someone wrote, beautiful, can you make your bones to appear and disappear? Thank you. No, but I can levitate. I came here for your cat, not to the non-duality. I wrote, cool, although you didn't actually came here. There is no you to do that. Coming and going is empty. There's no one coming and going. Just disappearance of coming and going, empty of doer. Meow. And he replied, I completely agree with you more, because I know there is no one here. I actually never born, and you too. No one actually have done anything, because no one was born. Your video is just happened by impulse of your brain and body. What I am watching this video is just happened by impulse of my brain and body. There is no here perfectly. There is no one here perfectly. This replay of your video, it just happened. And this one is still like 5 years old, childish, and replaying, you don't have a brain. You don't have anything. There's no you. And yeah, you haven't had never anything. So when the stream of separation collapses, that you are someone, you have a sheet, something, so on, and this apparent death is the loss of everything, but only apparently, because you never had anything. But in this this so-called process, when it seems like it's gradually fading away, this dream, this illusion, it can feel like I don't remember what I was talking. Do you think life has no meaning? Sure. Life has no meaning. Meaning is separation. It's meaninglessly what is. How to conceal this nothingness and everyday life, relationing with ego-oriented people, workplace, without getting attached to forms. This question is coming from the mind, obviously. And my answer was, nothingness is not the thing. I'm not talking about anything. It's not the state or lifestyle or practice that I can or have to conceal with work, family, etc. It's not the teaching. You can't achieve it or get it. It kills you, apparently. No separation means there is no you who is managing life, work, etc. or who gets attached. There's no place for you. Simply there's no two, no me, no you, no I, no self, no God, no source. and it can't be grasped or known. It's just obvious when apparent separation is no more. Is there a way back to the dream once it is over? No. Because there's also no dream. Only in this context of talking about this, using the word dream, illusion, and so on, they seems to appear, but it means that also that it's not really happening, it's not really illusion, it's not really a dream, just plays out like that and is so perfectly persistent or real, like nighttime dream, but it's still a dream, this daydream of separation. Actually, a while ago there were some comments that were quite long and many questions inside. Like, I often replay with lots of words and it takes lots of time also apparently. So I was replaying that I will answer in some video maybe, or let's do one-on-one if you want to have so much talk. And now I don't find these comments anymore. There are so many. And I don't remember what was asked to share. But yeah, if anyone wants to have one-on-one, contact me. It's donation based, but don't have any price tag. So it could be affordable for every income, so to speak. So however you feel, want, can, is okay, is appreciated here. Like, I love speaking about this. There's lots of love and compassion and passion arising when talking about this happens. We are all a part of the collective consciousness through space and time, and all of our actions or non-actions contributes to shape the future of humanity. That's completely out of topic. There's no such thing as collective consciousness. There is no such thing as we. We are all a part. There is no one to be part or apart from this fullness, what is shared here, what is spoken here. I'm not talking about some kind of idea, belief, some story. There is no space and time. That's a dream. And all of our actions or non-actions contributes to shape the future of humankind. What future? Where is the future? There's no future, there's no time. Yes, so also someone wrote yesterday or today, I don't remember, about wanting to have the meeting, but it's too expensive. But yeah, in Patreon you can choose from different tiers. One meeting per week, 4 month, 4 meetings per month, like every week, or weekly meetings plus one-on-one. Yeah, so different tiers to choose from. And today is another meeting. If you want to join only today and not through the Patreon, it's okay. Write me and we can discuss how we can do it. And Patreon meetings are not recorded, so it's more maybe free to share whatever is coming up. I sometimes recognize that this reality is repeating again. That sucks. Yeah. What is reality? This isn't real and also not unreal. How are relationships with family and friends affected afterwards? Everything is just what is. Life goes on seemingly, but for no one. It's really simple, ordinary, and also extraordinary at the same time. Because yeah, in a story, the dream of me, it feels like life is happening with me. I have a life. So what happens when I'm not there anymore? Then there is just life living like it have always been. Just there have been some dream of separation happening apparently. So yeah, everybody knows this, what is shared here. Just most of the bodies, there is no I don't know, memory or not at all this openness, this I guess here have been always this kind of openness and this dream of being someone, this separateness felt painful. So in a story there was lots of suffering, lots of pain, not wanting to leave, even so painful. And yeah, separateness is very painful. So here was, yeah, it's all a story, just creating a story. Everybody is a storyteller and story is telling itself. There is no one telling the story. But yeah, when I started talking something else, I already forgot what I was talking. It's so immediate, it's so this. So what have changed then? It's more even random and even more forgetting. This one doesn't remember anything. It just is, everything is so instant. No need for memory. So conversations can be awkward in that sense, that this doesn't hold on, this doesn't cling or remembers and so on. No need. But if nothing has any meaning, why have meetings and send money? Why get out of bed? But there is no one in bed. There is no one who is getting out from the bed or doing the meeting or asking money for giving her time to speak about this to these apparent bodies who seems to be open to this. It's just what's happening. Everything is just what's happening, meaninglessly. You can put the meaning behind everything, and that's what's happening when there is someone, because everything needs to have a meaning. It can't be meaningless, because then I lose the meaning. What's the meaning of I am then? And there is no I am, there is no meaning. I don't mean anything bad. I just like to question different views. Absolutely, yeah. This one doesn't care if you are meaning bad or you're meaning good. There is no choice. This one doesn't care. Absolutely. It's just empty appearance, empty happening. John Smith writing, hi from Portugal. I love Portugal, have been there many times. I like your story about your husband after the DMT experience. Yeah, that was Buffo 5-MeO DMT. Yeah, we did it once when here was this seeking energy appearing and looking from different places and getting glimpses and experiencing this fullness, and it was something beyond something beyond experiencer. But then the experiencer came back, of course, and then claiming to have these kind of wow experiences, and these even more special, me special, and me doesn't want to lose the specialness. But this is the end of specialness. What does liberation mean? The end of seeking, the end of suffer, the end of dream of separation, the end of that one who is longing or wanting that liberation. Liberation is the end of seeking liberation. Yeah, so the seeking is also like driven to end the seeking, to find the end of seeking. Because it's endless. Seeking seemingly something when there is nothing. There is always nothing. And it's exhausting, seeking from here and there, from work, from sex, from money, career, spirituality, whatever. Becoming a raw vegan or meditating 5 hours a day. So many things to do, to seek. But what is longed for is this end of seeking. And this is the end of seeking. And there is already no one seeking. Seeking is also fullness appearing as this, just what's happening apparently. It doesn't happen with anyone. No one started seeking, no one can end seeking, because there is no one seeking. There's just empty seeking. This is it. Everything is it. No one behind anything. I still hope you find happiness and love in your life, even if it's not real for you now. This one doesn't seek anything. This is welcoming whatever is arising. Is it sadness or is it happiness? It's the same. It's equal. It's just what is. It's absolutely full and perfect for no one. There can be preferences for sun than to rainy and cold weather. There can be still preferences happening, but at the end it's just what is, and it doesn't matter. But thank you. There's only love, and no one having love, no one owning love. Okay, this timeless hour went so fast. Here is no sense of time, and especially when talking about this, it could carry on for hours, I guess. But actually, this kind of I'm not talking about this with friends, with family members, most likely. This doesn't have any need to share this, to talk about this. So yeah, this one didn't got anything. This one isn't special or more special. There is no one special. So it doesn't have any need or urge to, I don't know, preach this to my friends, to my family members. Not at all. But here is still lots of energy arising, so to speak, to talk about this. And that's why I have this channel to share this non-message to the apparent others who seems to be more or less open to this. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, listening, sending questions, and see you next time. Or not. All is this already. Much love, everyone. Thank you. Have a nice day or evening or morning or dream. That's no one dreaming. Another question, what is your favorite book? I don't have any. Okay, much love. Bye bye. Where to stop this?